Okay, so I'm not really sure what I'm doing here, but I've made a little video. It's just a voiceover over a time lapse of me in my she shed or craft place room that I turned into a workshop, whatever it is you want to call it, doing whatever's happening today, cleaning up, so that I can kind of give you an idea of what I'd like to do. Like I said, not sure what I'm doing. I'm just going to try and explain my thoughts as kind of an intro to a channel that I want to start while you watch me clean the workspace, super fast, because that's how I do everything super fast. No, not really. But anyway, I want to explain my thoughts about what I want to do. So you know if you care and you want to watch it or not. I don't think that I'm particularly good at any one thing, but I'm not afraid of trying new things. I love to actually try new things. I see things and think that's really cute. I'd love to try it. I'd like to do it. Oh, that's a nice little gadget. I'd love it. I want to try to play with it. So a lot of times when I do try those new things, it's just in the comfort of my own home, where nobody's going to see me totally mess it up, because usually that's what I feel like I do. My little projects, they turn out okay sometimes, I guess, but it's just not okay. I don't think that I have yet to master anything, which is why I guess I keep trying all trying all the things, because I don't really feel like I'm good enough at any one thing. So I think that I want to try a new thing here with this channel. I want to try trying, for lack of a better word, with you watching. Whatever I decide to craft or build or fix, I'm just going to do it here with an audience, if anybody actually decides to watch this. I've thought about doing a channel. I've thought about vlogging a lot, connecting with people in that way. I always think that I want to connect with people, and then I rethink that. I try to be people-y, but it seems like being people-y is not really my thing. Like when I tried blogging, because I love to write, I enjoyed that, but I didn't enjoy people trying to tear my thoughts apart, because it's social media and people think that they can just tear you apart and that's okay. It's what the whole world seems to think it's okay to do because they're behind a screen. So that whole attempt kind of passed away. And I keep thinking at some point that I'll find a little niche or niche, depending on how fancy whatever it is I'm doing is, determines how I actually pronounce that word. Weird thing, I know, niche, niche, tomato, tomato. But that's me, I'm weird. Uh, I I think all of the time that I'm going to make something or that I'm going to do something that I'm going to be able to turn into revenue, maybe, or a little business. But in reality, maybe I'm just kind of hobby shopping. I don't know, because I don't feel like I've done anything that I do well enough to actually make it my thing, and not just a hobby, if that makes any sense. Um, I'd like to sell something, turn it into a little side gig. I feel like I'm constantly searching for that. Yeah, but I haven't accomplished that yet. I find like whatever I tried to make or do, it's just imperfect enough that it's not leaving the house. Nobody's going to see it, but maybe the kids can play with it, or they can wear it or destroy it, whichever comes first. Um, and then I think, okay, well, that's not my thing. Let me move on. Let me try this, because I sort of know how to sew, and I know how to paint, or I know how to build things because that's what my family did. Or, um, I have a little bit of knowledge about a few things, and it makes me want to try to do things that maybe are beyond my reach, I guess. Um, but anyway, after thinking it out and thinking it through and searching for crafty things like to do or to make, I thought that I could do a quick little channel of non-tutorials, where I try the things, and then maybe you can gain something from that, like my trials and errors. You can see if you really even want to try the thing that I'm doing. Like, oh, hey, I've thought about doing that. But I don't know if I'm really interested, because all I see are the tutorials on how to do it, and it looks great because that person knows what they're doing. But would it be okay for me, or good for me, or fun for me? So, um, anyway, I've already found out in this little try thing that I'm doing here that in my channel I have to turn the camera a different way. That was lesson one. Number two, that the microphone that I have doesn't work, so I'm just going to record into the phone and see if you guys can hear me and understand me. And I also learned that my goal of not dressing any differently or changing my workspace, because my workspace is really cold, and having to wear a beanie and look like, a little old lady wrapped in a parka trying to sew kind of looks funny, but whatever, it's real. And that's what I want. I want this to be real, because real isn't perfect and perfect isn't real, because we can't do that. It's just what I'm doing. And we'll see where it leads. And maybe I can learn something, you can learn something, and I can just be here and keep just being mom to my kids, which is my primary goal and what I do. And again, after all these years, I feel like I'm just trying that also and trying to get that right, because life is real and it's not perfect. Okay, so that's what I'm going to try. Find a niche, whatever it is.